Hey, let's go ahead and get started with a reading for you. We've got the Six of Pentacles. So some type of charity, give and take. Maybe for some of you, you're paying bills. You could be helping somebody, okay? Or somebody needs your help. Maybe they're having financial difficulties. For others of you, your challenge is the Two of Pentacles, trying to stay as grounded as possible, try to stay balanced, okay? For some of you, it's about, trying to balance out your finances. I really feel like right now, this is a time of just showing gratitude, okay? Show gratitude to the universe for what you have received up until this point. And do that as like a 90-day challenge, and then try to go above and beyond that. Like there's a really good, let me find it for you. Hold on. Say this every single morning. Okay, where is it? Hold on. Sorry, guys. Where is it? Oh, shoots. Where did I do with that? Here it is. I apologize. Okay. Every morning, start off by saying, I am so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities from multiple sources and on a continuous basis. Repeat that 3 times every single morning. Sit with that. And I feel like because we're in this new moon energy, and because it does rule our pentacles, it's Taurus, it's practical, it's touch, see, feel, taste, smell. It's our assets, debts, stocks, bonds, hierarchies, banking institutions. It's ruled by Venus. Venus also rules Libra, which is the balancing of the scales. And for some of you, this is about maybe needing to pay out a little bit of money, but not really seeing any money coming back in just yet. But I feel like you're going to have what you need. Okay, but let's keep going and see what this reading is talking about. Yeah, we've got the 8 of Cups. Okay, so you might have to be walking away from something. For some of you, this is about weighing up whether or not you're being valued for a job that you do. And maybe you're with these eclipses that we've just come off of with Virgo and Pisces, because that is an eclipsed moon. It's the only eclipsed moon in the deck. This is walking away from a situation, that you've put a lot of time, energy, effort, emotion. Maybe you really loved what you do, or you love a situation, but you needed to walk away. Well, let's keep going before I say anything more, because this might even be a return of a situation. It could also be a return of a client, or repayment for something. Holy crap, that just flew out. You saw that. That's a Magician. So this is about manifestation, and something that you've been working on manifesting, and the fact that we do have this new moon as I'm doing this reading. Of course, it was Saturday, Sunday, and it's only Monday I'm doing this reading. But this is about infinite possibilities. This is about having all the tools at your disposal. So for some of you, this could even be about something so simple as wanting to make a purchase, but weighing up, do I have the money? Should I do it? Should I walk away from it? Is this something I can really invest in? And for others of you, it's about, you've invested a lot of time and energy into something, and maybe it's not paying off. Okay, let's keep going though. What do we got? Yeah, see, there's the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. So we've got all these pentacle cards, and there's even a pentacle right there on the table in the Magician. And so we've got the Queen of Pentacles, the 2 of Pentacles, but it shows up in the reverse, and the 6 of Pentacles. So this is about time, energy, effort. I do feel like this Queen of Pentacles is thinking like, is it time for me to walk away from a certain situation? Maybe for some of you, you did walk away from a certain situation. For some of you, you could have even gotten eclipsed out, which means you could have gotten terminated. Could have left you at some type of an imbalance, but you're at this head and heart decision. I am loving these cards, actually. It doesn't sound like a really bad thing, but I feel like this is where the Queen of Pentacles, and this is what's on your mind. So you could be a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign, or have a stellium of planets in one of those energies, or you could just be taking on the energy of the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who is very practical, very grounded. She wants to be able to plan for the future. She's looking at that pentacle very intently, and she's like, okay, I've got this pentacle. What do I want to invest in? Can I invest, or am I being invested in, or is it time for me to walk away? So each one of you is going to have a different story. With that said, we've got the Lovers here. So this is about a head and heart decision. So I don't feel like somebody here is like making drastic changes in this very moment. I feel like you are being very grounded. You're being very practical in your approach as to how the decisions that you're making based off of the future. Like, how do you want to invest? Because the Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, like, they want to make sure they're going to get a return on their investment. So if they're going to put their time or energy and effort into a job or a relationship or a situationship, they're going to want to know that it is going to last the long term, because what they're doing is they're planting that seed. They want to water it and nurture it and watch it grow. They're not into anything frivolous or people who are going to be walking away from them, or where they're going to feel emotionally and physically and financially depleted. Like, they're not doing that. Some of you, you know, you have money coming in, but it's coming in very slowly. Okay, I am getting that as well. Whoa, those cards all just flew out. Okay, so show me, what else do we have? How are other people seeing you? Okay, that one flipped, and then I just saw the Two of Cups as well. We got the Seven of Cups. So again, you're in a place of, like, I need to make a choice. I just don't know what choice to make. You go from the Eight of Cups to the Seven of Cups. He's walking towards the Seven of Cups. For some of you, it's like you're confused about walking away from this situation. For some of you, like, you could have gotten let go and they gave you like a severance package or something, or I mean, each person's going to be something different, but I feel like what else do we have? Let me keep going. What else do we have? Okay, and one more. All right. So, we got the Seven of Wands. Yeah, this is about you trying to defend yourself. In the hopes and fears, we've got the Knight of Cups. Oh my God, look at that. And the the outcome is the World card. So this is the end of a chapter, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Justice card. So again, two cards here where we talk about the balancing of the scales. She's got the scales there in that hand, and he's also got the scales there. So, and we have been at an imbalance. So for some of you, justice is going to be served. Now, justice is all about cause and effect. So for those of you who have been investing, you know, time, energy, effort, whatever, I feel like there is going to be some form of a payoff. Okay. We do have two sixes here. Okay. We've got the Six of Pentacles and the Lovers card, which is all about balance and reciprocity, give and take. Okay. So I feel like for some of you, this is about, there could be some type of a legal situation as well. And someone here is getting some form of a payout to walk away from something, or like I said earlier, like some type of a severance package. But you're looking at, how do I invest this? Okay, I'm going to be getting this money, so how do I invest it? Or if you're quitting a job and justice is served, like you're resetting the balance of the scales by taking yourself out of the equation, right? I'm going to have to cut back on some of my expenses. I'm going to have to cut back on a little bit of these things until I'm able to supplement for that income. For others of you, you're like, I want to quit a job. I'm going to be walking away. I don't want to just jump into anything. You know, I want to be very realistic about the plans that I'm making to move forward. So how long can I live off of what I have in the bank? You know? Yeah, 2 sevens here tells me that there have been false people in your life, okay, that you needed to protect yourself from. All right. With the Seven of Wands here, it feels like there's going to be a lot of things coming at you, and it could be very confusing at this time. You know what? If this is a court situation, I feel like somebody's been trying to block you from like something coming through. But I do feel like you're going to get news from like an attorney or a legal, like somebody could send you like in the mail something legal. Somebody who's been like fighting behind your, like fighting for your right behind your back and you didn't even know it. That's only going to be for a small few of you. You know, there's something here about this red robe, because I'm seeing it like multiple times in multiple of these cards. She's even wearing the red robe. Okay. This is like the emperor in training, but also the red robe is about passion, conviction. Red is also the root chakra. The world card here says that you're about ready to end a major cycle. And I almost feel like you're going to get a huge payout for your effort. I mean, I don't think it'll be huge. But you might, enough for you to like, you know, not tell anybody that you won a small lottery. You might want to keep it to yourself. I think for some of you, you might come into some money and be like, okay, well, what do I do with this now? Like, okay, what am I going to invest this in? You know? I do feel like for some of you, you're going to get something in the mail. Some type of a legal document. Let me know what that is. You know, come back to this video and let me know what that is. I just heard you're like at the top of the mountain now. For those of you who have been like working diligently, climbing this mountain, I feel like you're going to feel like you're at the top of the mountain and you're going to feel like, you know, now that you're up at the top of this mountain, everybody's going to want to come back. And I think that, you know, you're going to be fighting a lot of people off of you. Like, I almost, you know what I get too is like when this situation happens, it's like, you're cool. Jury's still out on you. Fuck you. Like, like, bye. But I do feel like you are going to get with the world card and the justice card here. I am getting, you're going to get some messages. You could even get an email or, you know, a phone call or something over the telephone wire, right? Somebody that's at a distance from you. You're going to receive some type. Yeah, this person's at a distance from you. Look at that. And again, another red robe. Somebody might even be looking for you. Somebody's looking for you because they're holding on to something, some type of money that was there for you. Let me know what this is, because for some of you, you have money coming in from you to you from afar. This person is going to travel in, like again, by email, text message, snail mail, even. Maybe you have, this is about, you know, post office man, you know, or UPS or, you know, certified mail, FedEx, any one of those things where they're traveling to come and give this to you. Yeah, let me know what this is, man. Ooh, I'm getting goosebumps as I'm saying that. Like, I got this chill. That's not, and I don't feel like it's bad news. I really don't. Most people would be like, oh shit, you know, I don't want to, you know, and then try to block them out. And maybe for some of you, you might even get like, see it on your caller ID where it's like, you know, law services or something. And you're like, nah, skirt, I ain't answering that. I don't know what the fuck that's all about. And you're all confused when really they're trying to bring you in this offer. But you're afraid like that something bad's going to happen. And no, it's just, it's there to help you. It's some type of something that was made for you all along. You were supposed to have this. So, you know, let me know if that resonates with you, or if again, this might be confusing. And then all of a sudden in the next couple of weeks, it happens and you're like, oh, whoa. Okay, that makes sense. So let me know. Come back to this video. Like, put it in your notes or something to come back to this video. Share it and, you know, copy it in your notes. But yeah, like, somebody... I also see someone here wanting to invest in law school. okay? Maybe taking some online classes too. Or for others of you, this is about traveling. You could have came into some money, you got some legal money, and now you have money in the bank and you're like, okay, I'm ready to move on. I don't know where I'm going, but I'll know when I get there. You know, which is fucking great. If you have that, like, I totally get it. For 7 months last year, I traveled all over the mainland, and I traveled the Bahamas twice to see where I wanted to live. And after all of that, it brought me back to Hawaii, but it brought me back to another place in Hawaii where I'm not in the situations that I was in. And now I'm in the most perfect place for myself. Like, it's the most amazing place, but it took me full circle for me to come to this place. So if that makes sense, sometimes we have to move backwards and go other places and go on an adventure to find where we're supposed to be. Because sometimes, you know, a home isn't a place, it's a feeling. So if that's what you're doing, you know, good for you. If you have the financial monies to do that, which I see whoever this is, you know, might be a little there. Again, you're weighing up. Okay, how much can I spend? How long can I live off this? What bills do I need to pay? What do I need to take with me? You know, and planning it all out. Lots of decisions, man. Lots of decisions. You're in the works of manifesting something, and like I said, you know, justice will prevail. And I think for a lot of you, it's going to be very important that you stay very balanced. Don't try to push forward too much, and don't try to control anything, is what I want to say. Like, I'm almost getting like follow the puzzle pieces. There's going to be like little, what do they call them? Easter eggs everywhere. Like, yes, okay, follow this, you know. You might get too many signs. So for some of you, if you're getting too many signs from the universe, ask them to kind of slow it down. Let them know that it's confusing, and ask them to kind of recalibrate the way that they're giving you the messages, because sometimes they're like, no, look over here, you know, and you're going to have to. Yeah, that's funny. It says, ask a fucking expert. Don't rely on your friends or the internet. Listen to a damn professional. So you might get too overwhelmed with too many messages. And I think for some of you, it's really important that you just keep things to yourself. And I think that that's also really good thing for you, is not to tell everybody what the fuck you're doing. You know, keep it to yourself until you've wrapped up the cycle and already done it, and then let people know what you're doing. Nothing wrong with that. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave that there, subject to interpretation. If this reading resonates with you, comment, let me know. I would love to hear all about it. I do read all of your guys' comments. Also, if you're interested in a personal reading, thefootstepstopeace.com. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe and hit that notification bell as well, because that way you can be informed every time I upload a video. And I just got Starlink, so I have better internet now, and I can start uploading more and more videos, so as the days go on. So keep updated. Otherwise, all the other readings are timeless. So if you want to go back through any of the readings, I did. And I saw a reading that I did 3 weeks ago that it was applicable to a conversation I was having with a little sister of mine in the last couple of days, and it totally resonated. So I forwarded it to her. I was like, dude, you need to listen to this. I did this 3 weeks ago. So yeah, they are timeless. So please go back, watch any one of them. I love you guys. Thank you all for your support and donations. I really do appreciate the donations. It keeps me motivated to continue to do what I'm doing, and to take the time off to be able to do these videos and try and stay up to date with you guys. So every little bit helps, you know, if it's $1, if it's $3, or buy me a cup of coffee. I really do appreciate those of you who have. Anyway, you guys, I love you all so much, and I will chat with you again soon. Take care.